My beloved soul, today, I want you to notice something that may have gone unnoticed. You have been looking at your life as a book already written, whose most moving pages were left behind. You flip through the memories, some with a tender smile, others with a sigh of pain, and perhaps you have become resigned to believing that the main plot has concluded, that all that remains now is an epilogue of predictable days. You got used to the narrative, the characters, the setting of your existence, and stopped waiting for a great reversal in the plot. And it is precisely why my voice needed to break your silence today, with the force of a decree and the intimacy of a secret. What I am about to show you next could transform your life, because I, the author of your existence, am not writing an epilogue. I am beginning an entirely new volume. Your story is not ending. It is being rewritten. What you have lived until today, with all its beauty and all its distress, was not the final story. It was the prologue, the long and necessary preparation of the protagonist for her most magnificent act. Your season of being defined by your past, by your struggles, by your weights, is concluding now. A new narrative with a new theme, a new rhythm, and a new level of glory is about to begin. You are not at the twilight of your relevance. You are at the dawn of your greatest work. Before continuing the message, write this statement of faith in the comments. I am blessed with a new start. By doing this, you are picking up the pen of resignation and exchanging it for the quill of faith, declaring your readiness to be my co-author in this new and exciting plot. Now, continuing the message, I invite you to close the book of what was and open your heart to the wonder of what will be. Your greatest adventure is not in your memories. It is in my promises, which begin to unfold today. My precious soul, with the caution of a heart that has been wounded, you might ask, Father, why all the distress in the first volume? Why the pages of pain, waiting, and confusion? I want you to grasp my art, the art of a master builder. To build a palace of glory, the foundation needs to be deep and unshakable. And your entire life, until this moment, was my hand excavating and laying this foundation. Every challenge you faced was me deepening your foundations in the rock of my faithfulness. Every tear you shed was the water I used to mix the cement of your compassion. Every period of waiting was me compacting the soil of your patience. Every time you had to forgive, it was me waterproofing your structure against bitterness. You looked at the process and saw a chaotic construction site. I looked and saw the base perfectly designed for a structure that will withstand any storm. I could not entrust you with the magnificence of the new plot with the fragility of your old structure. Your preparation was proportional to the magnitude of your promotion. If your formation was intense, it is because your role in this new volume is of immense importance. I was forging not a secondary character, but the heroine of my redemption story, a woman of spiritual steel with a heart of silk. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, I trust in the Lord. By doing this, you are declaring that you trust the wisdom of the architect, even when you did not understand the work. It is your act of honoring the process that forged you. If this message has touched your heart, and you wish to support this mission, click Super Thanks and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Continuing on, rejoice in your past. It was not a course error. It was the necessary path that brought you to the threshold of your new and glorious start. Every detail was intentional, and now, the foundation is ready. The visible construction is about to begin. My blessed soul, and what will the plot of this new story of yours be like? If the first volume was about formation, the second is about showing, and the main theme is honor and restoration. Where there were chapters of shame, I will write chapters of double honor. You endured in silence. Perhaps you were misunderstood, judged, or underestimated. Now is my time to reverse the script. I will honor you publicly. My blessing upon your life will be so evident, so undeniable that it will silence the voices that once accused you. I do not do this for revenge, but for justice, and so my name is glorified through your vindication. I am trading your garments of ashes for a cloak of praise, and this will be a wardrobe change that everyone will notice. Where there were chapters of loss, I will write chapters of restoration. The enemy of your soul stole from you. He stole your joy, your time, your finances, your peace. but I am the judge of the universe, and I decreed your restoration. And my restoration is not a simple return. It is always multiplied. I will give back the years that were consumed. Your joy will be deeper, your peace more solid, your provision more abundant. What you lost in quantity, I will return to you in quality and glory. Your story will not be one of deficit, but of surplus. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now. Thus, you receive more messages of light and inspiration directly to your heart. And before we proceed, let me guide you to something I have prepared to strengthen your faith even more. If you feel you need inner healing, spiritual reconnection, purpose, and prosperity aligned with my heart, there is a 31-day path waiting for you. Each day of this walk was created so I can speak to you more deeply and personally. If you wish to follow this path, the link is in the description and the first pinned comment. Now, let's continue the message. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you have been waiting for is in this verse, Isaiah 61:7, which says, "Instead of your shame you will receive a double portion, and instead of disgrace you will rejoice in your inheritance. And so in your land you will possess double, and everlasting joy will be yours." This is the synopsis of your new book. Write in the comments, "I received this message and I am blessed," and send love and protection to the person you love, declaring that the time of double honor is also coming for them. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of light. Honor and restoration. This is the new plot, and it begins to be written today. My beloved soul, for this new volume to begin on a truly clean page, you need, with an act of your will, to put an end to the old volume. And this conclusion is called forgiveness. Your past, with its characters and its scenes of pain, cannot be allowed to make guest appearances in your new plot. And the only way to end their contract is through forgiveness. You need to forgive the villains of your old story, those who hurt you, betrayed you, disappointed you. Your resentment against them is what gives them a free pass to continue haunting the backstage of your mind. Forgiving is your act of, as the director of your new story saying, "Your role in this narrative is over. Thank you. Goodbye." It is you revoking their permission to have any influence over your future emotions or decisions. It is you handing their pay over to the righteous judge and moving forward with your new cast. And you need to give the most important forgiveness of all. Forgiveness to the old protagonist, who was you. You blame yourself for certain scenes, certain unfortunate lines, certain plot choices. You are ashamed of her. But I, the author, tell you, that protagonist was perfect for that act. Your imperfection was what made my grace the main star. Your mistakes were not acting failures. They were moments of vulnerability that made you real and allowed me to intervene. Love the woman you were, honor her path, and then free her. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you wish to forgive. Visualize each one, send them love, and say, "I forgive you and release you. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. This act of forgiveness is your wrap party for Volume 1. It is your declaration that that book is finished, bound, and placed on the shelf of lessons learned. Now, you are free to focus entirely on the new and exciting manuscript that is in your hands. My precious soul, the protagonist of this new volume, is a new version of you. She is not the old character, patched up and tired. She is a resurrected character, with a new identity and a new power. And you need to know and embrace this new persona of yours. Your new identity is that of Queen. You are no longer the servant who fights for scraps of approval. You are no longer the victim who reacts to circumstances. You are the King's daughter, co-heir with Christ, seated with me in heavenly places. And a queen does not live from lack, but from abundance. She does not operate from fear, but from authority. Start seeing yourself as a queen. Walk with the dignity of someone who knows her worth. Speak with the authority of someone who knows that her words, aligned with the King's, have the power to create and to transform. Your new identity is that of wise one. Your long path was not in vain. It distilled in you a wisdom that is not found in books. An empathetic wisdom, born of experience. You no longer need to frantically seek advice. The source of wisdom dwells in you. People will be drawn to you in search of clarity, and you, from a place of calm and connection with me, will give them the pearl they need. Your new identity is that of peace-bearer. Having crossed your own storms, you now carry in your spirit the atmosphere of my shalom, my complete peace. Your presence will become a balm for anxious hearts. Your home will become an oasis. You will not need to fight for peace. You will radiate it. Queen, wise one, peace-bearer. This is your new identity. Embrace it. Live from it. Your new story demands a new protagonist, and this protagonist is you, in your most glorious and powerful version. My blessed soul, your new story has a plot that is not just about your own happiness. Your turnaround has a kingdom purpose. Your new chapter is your ministry. Your life, with its dramatic reversal from distress to honor, from loss to restoration, will become one of my most compelling testimonies. It will be a story I tell through you, to give hope to a world that is losing faith in happy endings. You will become a hope hunter for others. Having known the depth of the weight, you will have a unique compassion for those who are still in their own dark hallways. Your story will tell them, louder than any sermon, do not give up. The turnaround is real. I am the proof. Your new status of honor and abundance is not for your own accumulation. It is for your distribution. You will become a channel of my generosity, a distribution center of blessings for your family, your community. For the needy I will place in your path. Your life will become the answer to someone's prayer. Share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple "Lord, may my new story be an instrument of your hope for the world," is a prayer that seals this new and glorious purpose in your life. What the enemy intended to be your tragic conclusion, I am changing into the start of your heroic saga, and the impact of your new story will echo for generations, inspiring faith and showing my glory. Your life is no longer just about you. It is about everyone who will be changed through your change. My precious soul, how do you live, practically, this new story of yours? How do you maintain yourself as the protagonist of this new narrative? Through new disciplines, not of effort, but of identity. Your first practice is the morning decree. Every morning upon waking, your first act is to decree your new chapter. Look in the mirror and say, I am not my old story, I am my new story. I am honored, I am restored. I am the King's beloved daughter, and today, I will live from this truth. This decree aligns your soul with your new reality and sets the tone for a day of victory. Your second practice is royal action. Act according to your new identity. A queen does not complain, she governs. Faced with a challenge, do not return to the old habit of worry. Assume your throne, consult the king, me, and release a word of authority over the situation. A queen does not live in scarcity. She lives in abundance. Practice generosity, even in the small things. Your action as queen is what solidifies your reign. Your third practice is the gratitude memorial. Every night before sleeping, instead of remembering your past pains, create a memorial for your new victories. Note every piece of evidence of your new story that day. The honor you received, the provision that arrived, the peace you felt. Gratitude is what keeps you conscious of the new narrative and what prevents you from being pulled back into the old one. Decree, action, and memorial. This is the rhythm of your new life. A life not of struggle but of governance, not of waiting but of showing. My beloved soul, we have reached the end of our decree and the start of your new era. Your old story has been archived. The new manuscript is open and the first page was written today. Together we saw the purpose of your preparation, the nature of your vindication and restoration. We clothed you with your new identity of royalty and commissioned you with your new purpose of being a testimony. And you received the practices to live as the heroine of your new saga. Now, the past no longer has power over you, except to be a testimony of my grace. And the future is a blank canvas waiting for the vibrant colors of your new adventure with me. For my part, I promise you, I will be your faithful co-author. I will guide you in every scene. I will give you the dialogues, I will create the most glorious reversals, and I will lead you to a conclusion that is far more spectacular than you ever dreamed. Your part, my child, my queen, is simply to live your role. It is to believe the story I am writing. It is to refuse to return to the old character. It is to rule in my name with grace, wisdom, and joy. Leave this meeting of ours, no longer seeing yourself through the worn pages of your past, but through the glorious promise of your future. Your story is not over. It has only truly begun, and the world is waiting to read. If this message resonated with you and with your situation, write in the comments, "Today God changes my story." Your words strengthen your faith and also light the way for others who need this light. Share your experiences in the comments. And before we close, I need to guide you to something I have prepared especially for you. I have seen your search for inner healing, for spiritual reconnection, for a new purpose, and for prosperity that comes from my hands. None of this is by chance. When your heart cries out, I open pathways. That is why, through this channel, I have set before you a guided 31-day path, a process where, daily, I can speak more deeply to your spirit. This is not just an ebook. It is a road to restoration, alignment, and growth, created to strengthen your faith, renew your hope, and open doors you never imagined. If you feel this calling, access the link I have left in the description and also in the first pinned comment of this video. Begin this walk of healing, reconnection, purpose, and prosperity today. I will be with you on every page, guiding your steps and illuminating your way. If this message touched your heart, like this video and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving my word. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.